This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Oh man, just breathe in that scrumped air, or however you pronounce it. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Syberia. The last episode, we finally found the perpetrator who stole Oscar's hands, and it was apparently a sick fan of a Russian singer, and he wanted to impress her with his organ of doom, or a big old organ. So we got to figure out a way to get her to come here, or simulate her coming here. And I think I know a way how to do it. But before that, let's talk to Oscar and see if we have any extra dialogue for our current information. Nothing big, but I thought I'd check and see. And I'll tell you how you come to this conclusion when we get to it. Hello, Oscar. Seems like you're doing better.
How are you, Oscar?
Apart from the fact that I am incapable of drinking a cup of tea, of reading the paper, of scratching my nose, or even of adjusting my spectacles, everything is fine. Thank you for asking, Kate Walker.
You're not feeling a bit mad about the situation, are you?
You know, Oscar, some of my reactions here surprise even myself. I didn't think I was capable of all this.
Indeed, I admire you greatly for your achievements, Kate Walker.
That's sweet, Oscar.
The simple expression of a logical conclusion based on recorded data.
I thought he was about to say something at the end of that, but it's like, this would be better if I had my hands.
Oscar, we can only carry on our journey by train if we get your hands back. And the only way to get your hands back is to accept the director's offer.
You mean bring back this singer, Helena Romansky? Oh dear. And what else will we need to do to get the hands back?
Always ready with the precise euphemism.
Well, and her hand going through her face, but we'll ignore that.
If it puts your mind at rest, Oscar, I absolutely do not need your help this time. Just take care of yourself while I'm away.
That's a request I'm happy to obey, Kate Walker.
When it requires you to do nothing.
This whole business is taking me out of my way. I'm beginning to wonder if I shouldn't just go back to New York and say that Hans Vorarlberg is dead.
Hans Vorarlberg dead? Do you have some new information you have not shared with me?
No, it was just a convenient hypothesis.
Kate Walker, you mean you are ready to lie? I am deeply shocked. I thought that you were a sincere and honest person.
Do you ever have a moment's weakness, Oscar?
Never, Kate Walker. Discouragement does not feature in my behavior options.
You're right, Oscar. We will find Hans and find him alive. That much I do believe.
That's much more like it, Kate Walker.
Well, you don't know if Kate Walker can lie. It seems like she's done it before. And she's a lawyer, so we know that she can lie.
Take a note, Oscar. Not breaking down in this hellhole? Good idea.
How many times must I inform you, Kate Walker? This is not a mechanical failure. Winding the spring mechanism is standard service procedure.
Always ready with the precise euphemism.
An engineer also prides himself on precision in such matters.
Well then.
Right. I'm done. Take care of yourself, Oscar.
Good luck, Kate Walker. And don't forget me.
As much as we'd like to. But anyway, now let's go back to Borodin. We need to... Well, I guess we could do this outside of his office. It's just we have to go talk to him as soon as we do this, so... Now, the way you're supposed to figure this out... well, I guess... Might as well just tell you while we're on our way there. We're like, okay, how can we find her? There's nothing else to do here as far as I'm aware. There might be some minor stuff to do, but... remember back before we left for Chapter 3... We had a call from our mother at some point talking about meeting with this singer guy. Well, do you remember his name? Yes, I think, yeah, that's supposed to be the clue to indicate that we need to call her mother this time. Yeah, one of the few times in the game we need to require ourselves to call someone. I thought I said that early in the game. I was like, do we have to do that one time at all? And I said no, but I'm like, as soon as we got to this part, it dawned on me. I'm like, oh, we do have to call someone. Well, I'm glad at some point we had to, well, outside of getting the code to unlock the lock or how to unlock the barge or whatever it is in that one area. So let's go ahead and get the phone and put Mom on the line.
Hi, Mom?
Kate! What? Have you seen the time? Why are you phoning me in the middle of the night?
Sorry, Mom. I forgot about the time zones. Did I wake you?
Well, of course you woke me up. I was sleeping deeply, too. I simply got to get my beauty sleep. I've got an absolutely crazy day tomorrow.
I'm sorry, it's just that it's real important and urgent. I haven't got a lot of time.
Well, if it really can't wait till tomorrow, Munchkin, come on, tell your mommy what's up. No way I'm calling Dan for you if that's what you want.
Mom, listen, please. I seem to remember you're seeing a Marovich or something like that at the moment.
No. Malkovich, Munchkin. Frank Malkovich.
Yeah, right. So, but he's an opera singer, right?
That's right. They say he had the finest voice of his time, my dear. Imagine that.
That's just great. So then he must have known a famous singer called Helena Romansky. She's Russian too. Please, if you can ask him if...
Listen, honey, if it's stars you're after, Frank knows them all. I'll just wake him up and let him tell you himself.
You mean he's...
Do you know this woman named... Oh, you do? Oh, Kate, listen, you're still there. Frank tells me he did hang out with a Romansky once, but it was platonic. You know those singers. She's a great soprano.
Great. Does he know where she went? Does she still sing? Where does she live?
1 second, Munchkin. Do you know? Oh. Frank says she was very ill and she withdrew from circulation. Really? Oh, what is... Oh, okay. She went to rest in some spa somewhere. He thinks it was called Arlbad, but it was 15 years ago and he's not sure. And well, honey, when Frank wakes up, he always takes a little bit of time to get going, you know.
Thanks a bundle, Mom. And Frank, too. You're both fantastic. Love you both. And thanks again. Catch you later.
So, yeah, and we find out that, her mom has been having some fun with some singers. So, well, that's her own journey, but, looks like her mom still got the, what's the word? Still got the skills or something to catch people. But anyway, we now get a new conversation tick. Arlbad. Actually, maybe I should have made the call back to back at Oscar so I could ask him about Arlbad. But anyway, we need to now ask him about that and our Moradine about that. So,
Director.
Ah, it is you, Miss Walker.
Director, I think I know where Helena Romansky is.
My God, you have found Helena? That is fantastic.
yeah, we found her at Arlbad or whatever. Arlbad? I know the game just told me it, but still.
From my research, Helena Romansky is living in Arlbad.
Arlbad? Helena Romansky is in Arlbad.
You know the town, then? You know where it is?
Of course. It was a famous spa resort. In its heyday, Arlbad welcomed all the big wigs of the regime. To be granted a stay there was a real honor. Today, the honor has gone, along with all the generals and colonels, all washed away with the sea.
It sounds like a good place if you need to take it easy or convalesce.
I think Madame Romansky would be happier here. I think she'll prefer the peace and quiet here, the perfect tranquility of our little town.
Quaint little mountain town, you say?
What makes you think this lady is going to come back with me?
You're a lawyer, are you not? No doubt you will be able to plead my cause brilliantly to her.
What does that have to do with anything?
Why don't you come with me? After all, you're the person in the best position to convince Helena Romansky.
Unfortunately, since my accident, I seldom leave my office if I can avoid it. And it is not wise for a director to leave his city now, is it?
You know, is this a really good idea to get this lady who's singing, who apparently is sick, at a spa, who's retired? Isn't this a bit kind of cruel to do this to her? But we do need those hands.
I remember you saying that you didn't know Hans Varlberg. It's strange because there's a photo in your museum with a man accompanied by Helena Romansky and yourself. And that man looks just like Hans Varlberg.
And so, does this prove that I know him? I think you have forgotten that only several years ago, this city was swarming with people. Do you think I actually knew every employee by their first name?
No, of course not. But the man is holding hands with Helena, so I just imagined that maybe...
Just imagined? Yes, you were. Imagining things, my dear. You have a mission in hand, Miss Walker. Pray, concentrate on it.
The cheek on this guy, man.
You know, I could get there 10 times quicker if you gave me my automaton's hands back. Then I could use my train.
Out of the question that I tamper with my pianist now. Please understand, there are still 1 or 2 finer adjustments that I must make before Helena arrives.
Yeah, creepy adjustments.
How can I get to Arrelbad?
There is one way that you can. Here in the city, there are no suitable vehicles left. But that drunk old fool living up there, he'll have something.
What drunken old fool? You mean you're not alone? What's up there?
You mean you haven't noticed the space compound on the plateau? There's still some pathetic old soldier guarding it. But he's more interested these days in reaching for another bottle than reaching for the stars.
And you think this gentleman could have a vehicle for me?
I haven't the slightest idea. If you catch him on a good day, then maybe. But good days for him are far and few between. I wish you luck.
How do I get up to the space compound, then?
There is a monorail that leads up to the Cosmodrome. When you are inside, I will activate the automatic pilot.
Looks like we had to talk to an old space cowboy, as it were.
Okay, I'm going. Wish me luck.
I am counting on you, Miss Walker.
Wish luck on a guy who caused this pain for us in the first place. Man, Kate, I guess there's placating and then there's just being silly about this. Oh, now who's calling? Hello?
Hello?
Did I wake you up? I can't sleep at all. This whole business just keeps turning round and round in my head.
What business, Dan?
But Kate, that argument we had, have you forgotten? I really need to talk about that again.
Oh, you know, I guess we were both a little high-strung, that's all. But don't sweat it, okay?
Yeah, sure. Getting carried away never solves anything, does it? I must say I felt really dumb when I hung up.
Really?
Yeah, I left the door to my office open and I was convinced everybody around heard me.
I'm so embarrassed, Dan. Please say I'm sorry to your colleagues from me.
It doesn't matter, honey. Promise me that you will never put me in that state again. You're usually so delightful. I have the impression that this journey is putting more than distance between us.
Well, it's true I'm living a whole load of new and amazing experiences.
Okay, I see. And still no Hans Vorarlberg?
No.
Keep me posted. You know how important you are to me. Hurry home, huh?
I'll try. Big hug, Dan.
You know, sometimes he comes in with a word seeming he's not so bad, and then he says something else, and you're like, huh. But anyway, our next step in the journey is we can now use the monorail there, but before we do that, let's go talk to Oscar really quick and just ask him about Arlbad, just to see what he says about it. Yeah, I know, I'm kind of adding a bit of time to this, but, you know, I'm just curious what the line of dialogue would be, because there's been quite a bit of extra dialogue that I would have missed if I'd normally just went with what I needed to do to finish this thing, or get to the next step. But, yeah, that's, we have plenty of time. We have all the time in the world. We had time now. And luckily it doesn't take that long to get to Oscar. I'm like in Chapter 2 with the university where it took a hot minute to get back, so... And unfortunately I can't skip that little cutscene where she walks onto the train, so... Alright, Oscar. Looks like I'm going to be gone for a while. Hopefully you can handle down the fort while I'm gone in Arlbad. You know, I need some rest and relaxation anyway with the spa of the celebrities or whatever.
Kate Walker, you mean you still haven't got my hands back? I miss them terribly, you know. Please don't leave me like this. I'm on the verge of a mechanical depression.
Oscar, it appears there's this old cosmodrome on top of the city somewhere. I've got to see if I can find a vehicle to get me to Arrelbad and back.
Okay, Kate Walker, but do be careful. It would be a pity if you ended up on the moon.
Funny, Oscar. Funny.
Kate's on the moon. She's really on the moon. Oh, we can't talk to him?
Kate Walker, you mean you...
Oscar.
Okay.
Oh, we can't even ask him about Arlbad because he just automatically, that's the next conversation. So they probably didn't want to add all this extra bit of dialogue for him. So I almost thought that Oscar was going to have new dialogue every time I talked to him just because he's like, you know, as if it was a comedy game, if it was a comedy point and click game, there'd probably be like a dialogue about how he can't do things with his hands anymore. Or, you know, I'd love to be playing, you know, tennis, but if only I had my hands, you know, and just to browbeat Kate into getting to the task at hand, and she's like, "Ugh, you jerk," you know. But okay, yeah. So we're gonna be gone from Oscar for a bit as we go to as we try to find our way to Arlsbad. Like Carlsbad? Close. Just not in the cave though. All right, back up the way we came. Yeah, you could have easily missed that line of dialogue there. So, I mean, it's not like I'm having major secrets. It's just, you know, trying to show off what I can if I can. Alright, on to find this cosmonaut fella. I think we only have a little bit more to go before the end of chapter 3. So, I got nothing this way, so let's go this way. Yeah, this, oh, another one? Man, Kate's popular. Hello?
Hello?
Kate! Oh, that you? How are you?
Olivia. Great, just the right person. Look, have you heard of Helena Romansky?
No. Is she some Russian fashion designer?
No, she's a singer. I'm going to be meeting her soon. I've just got to find a way of reaching Arlbad. Can you imagine how lucky I am?
Not really. Well, what relation's this singer got with the toy case? You sure you know what you're up to, Kate? You sound really different, like you're changing or something.
Look, it's like this. If I'm going to get to the end of my journey, I've got to link up this singer and the director of the Comcalsgrad Industrial City. Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm doing. Why did you say that I've changed?
I don't know, just an impression. You sound more sure of yourself, like stronger, more confident.
And that's a problem?
There you go. Just takes one word and you're up on your high horse. I'm beginning to see Dan's point of view. It's getting harder and harder to back you up all the time.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that I had a drink or two with Dan, because he wants to talk. He feels a bit lonely, you see?
And what's he been telling you?
Nothing. He just has the impression you're slipping away from him. He can't see where you're coming from anymore. Like, we went to the movies the other day, and he said that you would have loved the film, but I told him that...
You mean you're dating my fiancé?
No! No, not dating, Kate. Just propping him up while you're away. All in a good cause. I can keep an eye on him for you at the same time.
What would I do without you?
Oh, you're jealous. Well, that's a good sign. That means you want him. Now, that he'll be pleased to hear.
You seeing each other again soon?
Tomorrow night. He invited me to dinner at the Goldberg. You don't mind, do you, Kate?
No worries. Look, I've got to go, Olivia.
Looks like things are slipping away from Kate. Perhaps but in this case, is it for the better? Who knows? We'll see at the end of this journey. But the only person having to call us again in a while is the boss, you know. So, are we expecting a call from him? Actually, who can we call on her? Or who is on her? The office, Mom, Olivia, Dan. Okay. Yeah, the office. It's been a while since the office has called us, so. But, yeah, it sounds like your best friend Olivia might be having fun with Dan. But, yeah, at this point, Kate's kind of more interested in, like, where this goes at this point. She's so invested. You know, what's the term where you're put so much into something you have to see it finish? Ooh, we get a new dialogue notebook. Bird? What? What bird? I don't know what you're talking about, lady. Somewhere around here, so. Huh, looks like, this looks like a rocket. Kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy VII for some reason. Will my favorite soundtrack of that game pop in? Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, sorry. Okay, maybe it's not my favorite soundtrack. It's a really good track though. There's a bird in there, but hello. what's this? Oh, more birds. Oh, this ain't even... used to, now it's not. Can we push that?
Doesn't look like that works.
Yeah. Whoa. I always thought those were like bees or bugs or something like that. No, it's just a bunch of... Is that a zeppelin? Huh.
Doesn't look...
Okay. So I can't do anything with that yet. At least... No. Alright, let's go back down. Yeah, we need to find that cosmonaut around here somewhere. He'll, hopefully point us in the right direction on how to get to Arlsbad. Come on, Kate. You know you can run. But I do like the idea of the phone... Well, maybe I'll talk about that after the game's over. Or when I get to the credits, which will be still a while to come. We still got a bit of game to play. So... Perhaps he's living inside this old, I don't know, rocket or storage container or something. Look at all those drinks. Or bottles. Man. Looks like a... Well, don't want to mess with anything yet. Let's back up and see if we can find this guy, and then we'll mess with it. Yeah, it looks like a control panel for something, but... Hello? Ah. The booziest of the boozies. Hello, sir. I'm just seeing if there's anything to interact with at the moment. So we're going to leave. Talk to him and look in the back, so... hello? Should I not talk too loud?
Excuse me. Sir, sorry to disturb you, but yoo-hoo. Can you hear me?
3, 2, 1, contact! And we have liftoff! Oh, holy mother. A dame. A pretty dame on the launch pad.
Please, no need to worry, sir. Just do stay calm. I just want some information.
Watch what you're doing, sweetheart. We ain't got no information, no strategies, no plans to tell anyone, anywhere, anytime. Military regulations, you dig it, man?
Huh. Well, this guy's definitely gourded out of his mind. Well, let's see if we can get somewhere with him.
My name's Kate Walker. I'm a lawyer from... I mean, I'm a bit lost. And I guess you know this place.
Boris Charles, at your service, man. Can I offer you something from the bar?
No, thank you. Tell me, how long have you been here?
For as long as it took for you to come along, Sweet Pea. Don't think I've been lonely. I got a bottle or two here. Keep me company?
You're a soldier, aren't you? Ex-cosmonaut?
Hey, honey, that's all in the past. Hell, let's talk about today. Let's have a drink. That's an order, soldier.
Man, this guy's been sloshed for quite a while.
I came here by train. But I've got this mechanical problem. I had to leave the train down in the industrial zone. The director down there told me you were here.
Ah, Borodine, that dumb traitor. I tell you, he's gone over to the enemy, over to the dark side. It's terrifying, the darkness. Eating out his brain. The jerk.
That's maybe going a bit far. It is a little eccentric, I'll grant you that. But when you live on your own, cut off from the world for so long...
His brain's going AWOL, I tell you. There's no darkness in my brain. I've got a cure. See? My secret antidote. Go on, have some. It'll stop you getting a cold.
I don't think I'm in a high-risk category, but thanks anyway.
Kind of weird how, like, Kate will defend someone like, you know, the guy who stole our hands and causing us to be in this situation in the first place, but he's trying to defend this weird stalker guy. I don't know if I understand you, Kate. I think you've even lost me.
Does the name Hans Vorarlberg mean anything to you?
Karsberg. Of course I know that name. But sorry, it's been a long time since I've seen something like that around here.
Vorarlberg. He's a person. I'm looking for him, and I think he might have come by here a few years ago.
Well, in that case, let us raise our glass to this brave man and his very good health.
Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
So many birds nesting around here. What attracts them all here like that?
Dumb birds. But at least a bird don't get bored, does it? See? They can fly. Them birds, geez, they can fly.
Sounds like you're jealous of them.
Well, maybe you're just right there. 'Cause sometimes I like to let Soyuz loose and watch them circle for hours on ends. The birds, they crap themselves when they see him coming. Don't stop him coming back, though.
Soyuz?
Soyuz, ma'am. A silver angel. A savior who cleans our cosmodrome of them dirty rats with dirty wings.
Yeah, pigeons are known to be rats with wings, basically, because of the way they act and everything like that.
I need to get to Arrelbad, and quick.
You go ahead, soldier. I'll stay here and keep you covered. I got the supplies here. Got to keep an eye on them. Tricky job, too, you know. All these bottles.
Well, that doesn't really help. How about help?
I heard that maybe you could lend me a vehicle or something?
A vehicle? All our vehicles were picked up and shipped out to the borders years ago. General's order. Let us raise our glass to this finest soldier this country's ever known, little lady.
I don't mean to offend you, but I'm not in the mood for a drink right now.
And you'll live to regret it to your dying days, sweetheart. To your health, while you have it.
Yeah, I think Kate's adventures would end quite quickly if she got pretty drunk, especially around here, so best to keep a clear head.
Please, can you try and get a grip? I must absolutely find a way out of this industrial complex.
Jeez, me too. I've really got to get out of this dump, but not before I've had a little drink. Here, get your pretty little lips around this. Vodka. Tell me what you think.
Do you have a vehicle to lend me? I think I'd even test one of your rockets right now if I had to.
Toast my rockets. Hey, pretty dame, I'll drink to that. Now, just a minute. We gotta need a special bottle for this special occasion. Something to blow you away. 3, 2, 1, contact, and we have liftoff.
Okay, that's enough.
What was that? Did you say something? Are our female comrades revolting or what? Oh, trouble on its way. Bottoms up. Power to the babushkas.
Huh. Man, this guy really needs a hangover drug or something badly. He is out of it.
I was going to... Forget it, it doesn't matter. He's too drunk to help.
I am not drunk. I am not drunk. I have drunk. A little.
A guy from his former days of glory. Yeah, you see that. I assume that's a picture of him. I assume that's Sputnik, maybe, but I could be wrong. Alright, well, nothing from him for now. Oh, empty bottle. We'll take that off your hands. You don't need more of those, now do you? Into the vest of emptiness.
Strange. Sure, I left a bottle or two around here. I gotta get some air. Wall's getting pretty tight. We'll think about that blast off later, huh?
Are you okay, Colonel? Are you sure you're all right? Be careful. Don't lean out too far or you'll...
Oh, I thought he was dead for a second. Nah, he probably just passed out in the machine. Well then, lucky for him. He needs a few minutes of rest anyway, so poor guy. Just drinking his wiles away. This is why I don't drink, folks. Well, one, I'm afraid I would be addicted to the substance. I don't think I have an addictive nature, but it's always one of those things I'm afraid leave that stuff well enough alone. So same with smoking and all this other stuff. Stay away from it. There's other ways to enjoy your life, I say. What's in here? Oh, and some notes. And a key. Let's take that key. And let's take those notes. Kolsgrad Cosmodrome. The Prototype Program Management Committee. Object. Program XP-25. The Vauldemare Spring-Loaded Launchpad Program. Vauldemare was here. Well, we know about that from the picture, but... Comrades, subsequent to inspections over the last year, our comrades of the Government Space Commission have reached an unfavorable conclusion concerning the Vauldemare project. Program XP25. Here are their findings. 1. The Space Commission is convinced that Hans Vorarlberg's research will yield no concrete results capable of serving the military interest of our country or of advancing its space program. 2. It is considered that this project will only bring ridicule to our country and give a very poor image of our national space industry abroad. 3. During the last 3 years in a long succession of fruitless attempts, Comrade Vorarlberg has clearly demonstrated the limits to his knowledge of mechanical sciences. Consequently, we have ordered the irrevocable suspension of the program. It has been deemed counter-revolutionary, and we now withdraw all collaboration with Comrade Vorarlberg. This decision has been approved by the Supreme Soviet, who adopted with a clear majority the Central Committee Directive of April 15th. Relating to the definitive cancellation of the Vorarlberg Spring-Loaded Launchpad program, Program XP25, the Director announces the provisional closure of the and reassignment of Vorarlberg Project, Program XP25, test pilots to other domains. Conquestgrad, 21st April 1979. General Belamushin, Commander of the Cosmodrome. I see. Well, Hans was better with the, automatons than anything, so. Okay then, well, we're closer to our location, so we got to get to Arlsbad, but if we're going to do it, we're going to need some help from the, drunken cosmonaut here, or at least with the help of something that's around here anyway. Will we be able to get this drunken man off of our feet, or we're going to just use him as a stepping stone? Find out next time in the next episode of Syberia. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.